guys want to know the diagnosis of psychology and practitioner? Let's jump to my video.
Most people think that psychology is fixing broken people. But actually for me, it's that early than that. It's actually start from trauma, silence, and the question that people are too afraid to ask. So let's jump into the part one of my podcast. It's about the explanation and significance of the professions. So for me, psychology is the study of the human behavior, emotion, thoughts, and mental processes. But more than that, it's the professions of understanding people before judging them. It's help us understand anxiety before panic, trauma before self-destructions, and silence before crisis. Psychologists do not only treat mental health illness, they help people rebuild relationship, understand themselves, and regain control over their life. In today's world, while stress, addiction, loneliness, and emotion burnout are becoming more common, psychology is not the optional anymore. It's necessary. Okay, let's jump into the part two, motivation, skill, and personal connection into my story. So I did not choose psychology because life was easy. I chose it because I need to understand my own mind first. So living with ADHD, emotional dysregulation, overstimulation, and internal chaos makes psychology feel like a career choice and more like a survival. I became curious about why people behave the way they do, why some people seek chaos, why some people self-medicated, why some people can smile in public but still suffer in private. Psychology gave me language for experience I could not explain before. It taught me that understanding behavior is often more important than judging it. My personal strength lies self-awareness, empathy, emotional insight, and resilience connect strongly with my professions. My struggle became part of my motivation, not my weakness. And when your work involves people pains, helplessness, and trust, knowledge alone is never enough. That is where ethics become everything. So for part three, we're gonna talk about professional standard and psychological ethics. In psychology, just as everything, without ethics, therapy become more dangerous. Professional psychologists must protect confidentially, respect boundaries, and practice without judgment. So they must know when to listen, when to challenge, and when to refer someone more support. Ethics is not just about the rules, it's about protecting professional relationship are also very important. Psychologists work with clients, families, school, hospital, and other professionals. Communication is not only verbal. Sometimes silence says more than work. Professionalism means creating safety before trying to create solutions. Understanding people is important, but psychology is not only about understanding. It's also about knowing where and how we can help, that lead to the scope of practice and where I see myself in the future. So before we step into my scope of practice and career goal, I just want to change the environment a little bit. So as you guys can see, my background have changed. So just continue my story in my podcast. So actually psychology offer many different pathways such as counseling, clinical psychology, trauma recovery, and addiction service, while user support and mental health intervention as well. So my long-term goal is to work with young adults who struggle with trauma, ADHD, addictions, and emotional regulation. So these are often invisible battles. Many people look completely fine on the outside while fighting silently inside. I want to be a part of the support system that help people feel seen before they reach their breaking point. I am especially interested in counseling and trauma-informed practice, where empathy and professional knowledge work together. But career goals are only meaningful when they are supported by growth. This subject changed the way I think, communicate, and reflect on myself, and that may be the most important lessons of all. Also, this subject taught me that professionalism is not about sounding intelligence. It is about making people feel safe. I learned that communication is more than speaking clearly. It includes listening, body language, boundaries, and emotional presence. I also learned that self-reflection is necessary in psychology. You cannot guide others if you refuse to understand yourself first. My academic learning and personal experience helped me realize that growth often begins in discomfort. Psychology is not about having all the answers. It's about willing to stay with difficult questions. After everything I have learned, one idea stay with me the most: that people do not always need fixings. Sometimes they just need to understanding. Also, sometimes they need someone willing to stay with. I choose psychology because I understand what it feels like to fight in the battle that people cannot see. And if I can help even one person feel less alone in that fight, then then this profession is where I belong to. This is not just what I study. This is who I becoming.
Is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.